crashed the first time. So hopefully this is working. Hopefully this is up and running. I'm going to refresh real quick. I actually freaked out for a sec because I clicked go live and then OBS just completely shut down. And oh, I could hear myself talking. Hold on. I got to fix that. That's kind of weird hearing my own feedback. There we go. All right, it is working. Let's go. Hey, welcome to the off season. Good to have you guys in here. This is the first stream in about 2.5 weeks, which when I say it out loud, it doesn't really feel like that, or doesn't really sound like that long. It's been a minute though. It feels like it's been a minute. It is good to be back here. We got Sebastian in here already. Let's go. Saying good evening, pig fandom. Can't wait to watch some quality farming content. I hope that's what this channel is about. Dude, honestly, one day we got to do Dr. Pigskin on the pig farm or something like that. Like actual pig content. That would be pretty sick. I remember Caden saying last year, like if you typed in Dr. Pigs, I would come up. So maybe there should be some farming adjacent content on here. But good to have you back in here, Sebastian. Let's go. Let's go. Speaking of the devil, we got Caden in here too saying, wow, that was fast. Brent must have taught you his ways. Show me the way, man. Show me the way. But as always, you guys know the drill, right? If you're in here, feel free to say hello in chat. This is more of a chill stream here tonight, right? It's kind of weird. I don't have a ton planned. I've got a few things that we'll do, right? But it's not like there's a game going on right now. There's not something live for me to react to. There's not me to be like, oh, Xavier Worthy, you know, right? But we will be playing some games, and we will also be just reviewing my season predictions. So I don't know. Just thought it'd be nice to go live again. Just hang out, talk some ball. Been a minute. Let maybe a few more people file in here. So we've got Laywell checking in too. Let's go. Laywell saying hello. Good to have you back in here, man. Hey, sorry about the Super Bowl, man. Hey, for the Chiefs, you just can't win them all. I mean, literally, they were trying to win them all. But I saw your message in Discord. I get it, dude. I mean, it's still got a sting, right? I mean, hey, you know, hey. As a kind of NDSU fan, I get it. Like some people might be like, well, you've won so many, like it probably doesn't hurt that much. And like, yes, that's true. But still, like every time NDSU didn't win the championship back when I lived in Fargo, I was like, this still, I say that happened like once, but I was like, it still sucks. You know, it still sucks. But shout out to Xavier Worthy. You know, I mean, hey, he showed up big time. He had a good game. It's kind of ironic that like, you know, this whole season is, oh my gosh, like they got Worthy and the deep ball's going to come back and they're going to get the explosive plays. And then, of course, finally, like the literal like last 2 quarters of the season, when it's in garbage time, they finally get the deep ball working. Worthy finally gets going downfield. It's like, dude, that's tough. That's tough. Sebastian saying they're going to go back and replay the Super Bowl once they found out that I'm live. There we go, right? Live reaction. I'm mean, like, oh my gosh, Mahomes, no. Full disclosure, I may or may not have been wearing my Mahomes jersey while watching the Super Bowl, and I don't know. I was kind of rooting for the Chiefs a little bit, especially once they got down. I was like, let's see it come back. But hey, you got to give all the credit to the Eagles, right? That defense. I've already eaten crow about the Eagles, but I will do it again, right? I may or may not have picked them to lose in the first round going into the playoffs. Man, like just looking back, it's like, dude, honestly, this was a historic team, right? They started 2-2 and then lost 1 game since. They thumped people in the playoffs. They had the best defense in the NFL. They had one of the best running back seasons ever. Their wide receivers are insane. Hey, Jalen Hurts had a pretty good game, right? The line is still good. They're so well coached. I mean, dude, honestly, that team has got to be up there for one of the best Super Bowl winners I think I've seen in my lifetime, which is crazy because, again, like I kind of slept on them going into the playoffs. But, man, I mean, they're just, I mean, top to bottom, right? They are like top 5 at probably every unit on the field except for maybe like 1 or 2. I mean, they are just stacked. They are stacked. We got a few more people coming in here. Let's go. We got chat popping off. Caden saying, does his performance mean anything since it came in garbage time? I mean, a little bit, right? It's still good to see him win downfield. It's still good to see that speed on display. No, I mean, obviously, it would be different if, like, it came in the first quarter when maybe the stakes were a little bit higher. But I think if you're the Chiefs, you know, it's still good to just see it in general. You'd rather see it than not see it. And for what it's worth, he was pretty good throughout most of the playoffs. Hey, Worthy's another guy I was kind of like down on coming into the year, honestly, but he started to come along at the end of the season. They've gotten him involved more than just like a gadget player, right? Obviously, they've got the end arounds and the tosses and all that, but he's starting to come into his own a little bit more as like an actual complete receiver. So I think if you're the Chiefs, yeah, obviously you wish that like it came in a different situation, but I think you still got to take away something from that, you know? I think that makes sense, but like I was saying, it happens. I try to think about how fortunate I am to see my team win so much anyways. Philly played lights out. Can't even be upset. I mean, yeah, right. I mean, you know, um, they were the best team in the NFL this year. The Eagles were. I think it's fair to say that the best team in the league won the Super Bowl this year. How he cooked. I mean, what else is there to say? I feel like it's already all been said, right? We've all consumed our Super Bowl content, but we'll see if they could do it again next year, right? And still, no one has three-peated. It's impossible to do, but we got Jack in here. Let's go. Welcome to the stream, Jack. Yeah, I saw you liked my Instagram story saying, man, spoiled the life update on IG. All right. I'll just say it now, right? We've got a good crowd in here, right? If people missed it or if they ask, they can go back later or whatever. I did, yes. If you follow my personal Instagram, then you got a little sneak peek of that. But some of you guys might already have a decent idea about what is going down here. Just taking a look behind me, right? You might notice it's a little bare in here. You might notice a cardboard box or two from Lowe's. So I'm just going to go out and say it. I am going to be moving in a couple of weeks. My lease in this place was for a year. It expires at the end of the month. And I'm going to be moving out of White County, Georgia. And I'm going to be leaving my job, going to find a new job, going to be moving down in like the actual Atlanta area, going to be moving with Christine and hopefully closer to a lot of my friends too. So that'll be really nice. Yeah, so all of it is kind of contingent on when I find my next job. I've started job searching. If nothing comes through within the next few weeks, my plan is I'm going to go all the way back up to Fargo actually and just live with my parents for a little bit, save up some money, keep job searching, and also, you know, maybe working on some Dr. Pigskin on the DL. But yeah, that's really all there is to it. I made it sound kind of dramatic, unlike my community post and a Discord and everything, but that's just all right. I'm just looking for a new job. I'm going to be moving, so this will be one of the final streams in this room right here, right? This studio, as you know, a lot of you people, this is the only doctor's office you know, right? Some of you guys might not know about the Arbor Ridge apartment or the Cloverhurst apartment. Those are the real OG Dr. Pigskin studios. But yeah, man, that's the life update right there. So gonna be looking for a new job here. Still trying to stay like in that journalism writing space. But I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I'm looking for something that gives me a little bit of flexibility because to be honest with you, like I am looking for something that will allow me to keep doing this, if that makes sense, right? So, I mean, hey, this is something I'm keeping in mind, but there you go. There you go. That is the life update right there. Looking for a new job, gonna be moving, might be getting a little bit of a Fargo side quest with the end result moving towards the Atlanta area. I'm super excited, man. I'm excited to see what's in store for me. I won't lie, it's a little nervous, you know, just like finding a new job and stuff, but it's nothing I can't handle. I've done it before, but there you go. The Necessary Roughness studio, dude. If you know, you know. Oh man, Parkwood West. But that was it right there. But yeah, the cat's out of the bag. Some of the stuff is taken down. Again, that wall looks a little sadder right now. There's no Kenyon Drake staring at you or anything, but that's it. That's it. There you go. All right. I've actually been telling that to a lot of people these past few weeks, but there you go. Now you guys know too. Caden saying Packers held them to 22, just saying, talking about the Eagles. No, Loki, that was like, them and the Rams were like their toughest games in the playoffs, right? That Packer, you know, the Packers, they hung around there. They made it a game for a little bit. Hey, I will say that offense getting stonewalled doesn't look nearly as bad now, does it? Now, like that we fully grasp how good this Eagles defense is. Sebastian saying good for the Eagles that they won this year because the Lions are about to win the next 10 Super Bowls in a row. You know, maybe, right? Got some new coordinators coming in, right? But hey, Jared Goff is just such a beast. Hey, they're certainly going to beat the stupid Vikings twice a year. I do think the Lions, like if you honestly want to pick the Lions to win the Super Bowl next year, I would not hold that against you. I'm not as worried about their coordinators leaving as most are. It'll have an impact maybe. Like I'm not going to say it's not going to mean anything, but I don't know, dude. That line, those weapons. Goff is pretty good. We'll see. We'll see. But like I was saying, that deep ball to Worthy was a beauty. I don't care that it was a garbage time. Dude, I know. It's like, that's what's so crazy. And I'll talk a little bit more about this in a sec once we get into reviewing my predictions with particularly Mahomes is going to come up. But it's like, man, like Mahomes low-key kind of struggled with the deep ball this year, and then it started to turn on in the playoffs. And it's like, dude, like he just showed you he's still got it in him, right? It was a very good throw. There was some good throws on both sides. Hurts had that nice deep ball that Devontae had too, but I know, no, that was a dime right there. We got Mr. Riggs in here. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Riggs, saying, hi, Mr. Pigskin. I love you, bro. Appreciate it. Love the enthusiasm right there. Good to have you in here. Welcome to the stream. And we got Pear Champ in here, too. Let's go. Saying, hey, Doc, just got home not too long ago from a 10-hour plus day at work, not including the commute. Oh, that's crazy. Hope your day is going well. Fairly boring Super Bowl reminded me of Seahawks versus Broncos. Yeah, that was the first thing that came to my mind too, right? You could maybe draw some parallels between the Chiefs and the Bucks, but at least that game felt a little bit closer. That game didn't really feel over till like probably midway through the third quarter. This game was over at halftime. This game was just completely like door was shut. I know it's like, oh, well, Tom Brady. It's like, I don't know, dude. This one's over. The Chiefs ain't doing anything in this game. Yeah, it could have been more entertaining. That was a little bit of a bummer. It was still football, though, right? And, like I always like to say, just wait. It's going to be May, and we're going to be like, please, just give me Giants versus Titans. I need it. But we've got a long layover, but we've got a fun offseason coming up, I will say. We're going to have some fun this offseason. We're going to have some fun. But let's go. Let's see. Doc, once you move, can you PM me your new address so I can reinstall the spyware in my new bedroom? Fair enough. I actually did notice the spyware, but it's like, honestly, it's chill. Maybe I actually kind of enjoy it. So I will do it for you. How about that? I'll just hook it up. You just need to give me like your internet address or whatever, and I can connect it to your computer. Sorry, I'm struggling to talk right now, but no, it's chill. I'll help you out with it. It'd be a huge hassle to have to track you down myself. Oh man. Sebastian saying, I mentioned this in the Discord, but we need to start the Stat Patrick discussions. Oh, the Stat Patrick. Oh, like Pat Stadford. He did stat pad a little bit in the Super Bowl. Hey, I got to respect it though, right? At the end of the day, when he's like 40 and they're going to be comparing him against Brady, they're going to be like, well, who had more playoff passing yards? And that deep ball to Worthy is going to put him over the top. So you got to respect it. And we got Lemon Liquor in here. Love the name. Welcome to the stream, Lemon Liquor. Good to have you in here. Asking if I think the Chiefs are going to be figured out next year. See, here's the thing, right? And I have a video out about this that came out about a year ago, right? Low key, the Chiefs got figured out a while ago, right? I mean, you look at the evolution of this Chiefs offense from the explosive passing game to just all this dink and dunk underneath, pound the ball for 3 yards, just paper cut you to death, like methodical, slow offense. That was because they, quote unquote, got figured out because teams just said, you know what, we're going to put a ceiling over everything. We're not going to let you beat us downfield, right? And now I almost wonder if, like, I guess, okay, to your credit, maybe like teams are starting to figure out, defenses are starting to figure out, okay, we just need to be disciplined. Let's just not blitz whatsoever. But also, like, I mean, you just need to be cracked on defense, I guess. But playing their screens, playing their underneath stuff, maybe that's starting to get figured out now too. And now the Chiefs are going to go back and like actually have the openings to attack downfield. We'll see. It is going to be an interesting offseason for them though, because you feel like they've been doing this dink and dunk kind of offense for a few years now. I'd say it really started in 2022, and it has gotten progressively a little less effective each year. So maybe they do need to go like all in on just attacking downfield. That's actually a good question. You know what? I like that. We'll go full circle here a little bit. Caden saying defense is fun. Coach Braxton approved. Oh yeah. Hey. That Raiders defense has given me troubles in the Super Bowl. I can't lie. Yeah, we got game solved in here too. Let's go. Say it's UFL season. Oh yeah. I saw Fox was teasing that a little bit, right? It's like 8 more weeks until football. And it was like the UFL hype song or whatever. You know what? Maybe we'll do a little UFL action just for fun. They got Tino in here as well saying go Birds. Hey, go Birds. Congratulations. I can't even hate, dude. That was a legendary win right there. If you're an Eagles fan, you got to be feeling pretty fired up right now. Sebastian saying the thing is not many teams have the defensive personnel that the Eagles do. That is probably the biggest secret though, right? Is that they're cracked on every level and they have Vic Fangio. I mean, yeah, like the Bills defense was pretty good. They kind of struggled against the Chiefs a little bit. We'll see. But I do bet you every single team in the league is going to be watching that Super Bowl back and be like, how can we copy Vic Fangio? How can we do that? And every time we play the Chiefs, this is what we're going to do now. But it'll be interesting. All right, got a nice little introduction in there now. I think it's time we can jump to one of the main events in here. Let's just do it. We are going to be... Wow, hold up. What happened here? Yo, am I on the wrong scene collection? I am. Okay, hold back. OBS moment right here. There we go. I might have just gotten a little bit louder. I'm sorry if like you're wearing earbuds or something and you've got the volume up loud. My mic was at like different volumes for these different scene collections, OBS terminology, jargon, or whatever, right? Long story short, it's a little bit louder, so I'm sorry if there's a little bit of a jump scare there. But let's do this. Let's take a look at my season predictions. I've got 2 tabs open. I've got this tab for my award predictions. I've got this tab for like my standings predictions, my preseason playoff predictions, all that fun stuff. I don't have too much of a crazy elaborate game attached with this. We're pretty much just going to be playing a game called Good Take or Bad Take, where I'm just going to go through this and be like, all right, was I right or was I wrong? And as you might have seen by the thumbnail, there's maybe a few things that I already know for a fact that I got wrong, and I just fell for it again. But not too much structure to this. We're just hanging out talking ball though, right? But we'll start with the divisions, honestly. We'll start with the divisions. It might be hard for you guys to see the West. I'll try my best here. I know like my webcam might be blocking a little bit, but we're just going to run through these real quick and just be like, all right, where was I kind of cooking and where was I just kind of not cooking? I don't know. I'm a little rusty right now if you can't tell, but we're making it work. Pearchamp said the Chiefs also had no run game at all this season. Pacheco's performance was night and day compared to both of his Super Bowl games. Pacheco is low-key washed, and it's kind of a shame, right? Because he's so young, and I loved him. I love the way he runs, but all it really takes is like 1 or 2 injuries, right? And then you're just done. And with how violent he runs, I mean, he's not the best back on the Chiefs. Kareem Hunt was absolutely a better back, and it's not like Kareem Hunt's not great either. They might actually need to look into like getting a running back in the offseason, the Chiefs, because yeah, they have not had good running back play, honestly, since like the first iteration of Kareem Hunt back in like 2018. It has been a minute since they've had good running back play there. And even then, like they cut Kareem Hunt in the middle of the season, you know, but Sebastian saying, although once the Lions trade for Myles Garrett and also sign Jalen Ramsey and Reggie White, then they'll be on that level. We'll see where Myles Garrett goes. There are some Lions rumors. I'd be a little scared. If they got him. I will say that. But their D-line might be fine even if they don't get him right. You get Hutch back. You try and bring back Big Z. You've got Reeder and Aleem McNeil up the middle. That's still a very good defensive line, even if you don't get Myles Garrett. But I can understand maybe wanting to bring him in. Game saying from a Ravens point of view, are you more excited that a rushing quarterback with a good running back is the way to win a Super Bowl? Or is there a way to stop the Chiefs? Or is it that there's a way to stop the Chiefs and their offense? I mean, if you're the Ravens, you've already got to feel bought in with like your offensive philosophy as being able to work, right? I'm sure it feels good to see a team win the Super Bowl and like that kind of reinforces it a little bit. But I think if you're the Ravens, like even if the Chiefs won, you still probably think internally like, nah, the model that we have works, you know? Yeah, I mean, and see, for the Ravens, the thing when they played last time, right, back in the 2023 playoffs, was just like the offense just didn't show up. The defense overall played pretty well, you know? I think you got to feel good seeing like the Chiefs bleed like that, though, and be like, all right, these guys aren't unbeatable. Maybe if we would have got a crack at them in the playoffs this year, we could have actually got the job done, you know? We're still going to be bringing a lot of these guys back. But, man, I don't know. Kareem Hunt was cracked as a rookie. I mean, I don't know. Injuries, age, right? He went to the Browns for a little bit and he split carries with Nick Chubb, so he lost a lot of his prime with that too, you know. But Lemon Liquor asking, what do the Bills do next year? You got to try and beef up that pass rush, right? Their defense is pretty good overall, right? And we see like, you know what? Yeah, they're like high in pressure rate and they've got some good players along the defensive line. But I do think it's just fair to say, though, every time they play the Chiefs, that seems to be the biggest thing that kills them. They just can't get pressure on Mahomes. Every time they meet the Chiefs in the playoffs, that seems to be the thing that kills them, right? You think back to the AFC Championship game. They just could not get their hands on Mahomes. He's running all around, right? They have some good players up front. They are a team. It would be hard to do. You'd need to do some cap gymnastics. You'd need to like kind of take a big swing here, right? They would be a team I'd like to see go get Myles Garrett, though, right? They tried to do that with Von Miller a few years ago. It just didn't quite work out. He got injured his first year there, and he's just never been the same since, right? I think if you're the Bills, you got to try that again. That's probably the biggest thing that you're missing right there. You need your quote-unquote next Von Miller. You need Myles Garrett to be the guy that Von Miller is supposed to be. Now, that is a pie-in-the-sky idea right there. That is going to be incredibly hard to do. But you got to find some way to just beef up the pass rush a little bit more. I feel like that's still probably one of the team's biggest weaknesses. I think you feel good about the receivers. You feel great about the line. Josh played great, right? You've still got some good players in the secondary. That's the thing that you got to have. But all right, let's just dive into it. Here we go. We've got the AFC standings pulled up. This was a low effort graphic that I made on Canva. I tried my best. I'm not a graphic god by any means, but I cooked this up. Might or may not have been while I was at work. Don't worry about it. Hey, I'm unemployed now, so it's chill. I may or may not have occasionally done Dr. Pigskin projects at work, but it's chill. I was a good employee. But I just took some PNGs. I ordered them. I didn't put records here. I do have a stream where I did records, and then the next day I went back. I was like, let me change a few things. But this was my preseason predictions going into the season, right? So let's just run through. AFC East, I had the Bills winning and getting the 2 seed. Hey, honestly, that's pretty good right there. We're going to pull up the NFL standings too, just to double check our work and everything. I believe the Bills were in fact the 2 seed, right? And that they certainly won the division. Yeah, bang. We got that one right on. I was definitely in the camp of, hey, this team is still going to be pretty good. I still really like them. They've still got Josh Allen. Yeah, they lost some guys, but I think they're going to be in a good spot. Bang. Let's go. Jets in second. Again, I didn't have a record attached to this. I thought they'd be like a fringe wild card team. Not quite. A lot of the things that could go wrong for the Jets did go wrong, right? Rodgers was very up and down. The line was still bad. Robert Saleh got fired. I mean, the defense kind of took a step back, honestly, especially when Saleh left. Sauce Gardner took a step back. Yeah, this felt like one of the low-end outcomes for the Jets, and I feel like that was baked into a lot of our predictions going into the year, but yeah, I don't think they finished last. Now, the Patriots still finished last, but I don't know. The vibes are so bad. You could call them the worst team in the division. Dolphins in third place. Hey, they did not get third place. I tell you what, though, this was one of my big ones, right? If y'all have been following this channel for a while, this has been one of my big ones. I was kind of beating this drum for a little bit. I said, I don't know, man. I feel like this team is about to hit a wall a little bit. Tua's injury did contribute to that some. I will give you that, but I don't know. A lot of these concerns with the offense and the culture and everything. I'm going to do this now because once we get to even once we get to the winner of the North, but especially once we get to the AFC South, I'm going to be saying I was wrong a lot. So I'm going to take my victory lap now, pat myself on the back. Hey, sometimes you win. We'll take that. Patriots last. Yeah. I mean, again, it's just a rebuilding year, right? But Drake May looked good. That's all you can really ask for. Not bad overall. I will give myself a 2 out of 4 for the East right there as far as good takes versus bad takes. We'll take a nice 50% right there. Not so bad. But Game saying for a sec, I thought you had the 3-14 Titans as a 7 seed. Thank goodness you put the 4-13 Jaguars there instead. Hey, we'll get to the AFC South here in a sec. As my thumbnail said, I fell for it again. Man, the stupid AFC South. Surely I won't do it again next year. It's chilled out. Kaden asking, in my opinion, as the expert between Cooper DeJean or Jack Harlow. Oh, come on. Oh, my gosh. No, I'm not answering that question. Oh man. Sebastian saying, too bad I'm going to message the newspaper that you've already stopped working at and tell them I'm a bad employee. No. I'm sorry, White County News. Oh man. Game saying DeGene won the fan Super Bowl MVP. When has Harlow done that? Facts. Jack, the only football related thing Jack Harlow has done was do the Thanksgiving halftime show back during the 2023 season. And honestly, it was very underwhelming. I was not moved by it. He also made a song for Madden. It was a Madden I didn't play, but he was like running around in a Pittsburgh Steelers jacket. He's like, yeah, Madden, something like that. But yeah, we got Henry. Let's go. Welcome to the stream, Henry. Saying, what's up, Eric? Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. How about you, man? Good to have you back in here. Good to be back here talking ball. We're going through our preseason predictions, just playing a little game of good take, bad take. Then I might hop on the sticks for Madden. Hop on the sticks and play some Madden for a little bit. Just a nice chill stream, right? It's been a while. It's been about 2.5 weeks. So we're just hanging out here talking, right? You can see the moving boxes behind me, right? That's the little life update right there in action. Starting to pack up. It's looking a little bare in here, but don't worry. At my next place, the Kenyon Drake picture will be hung back up. The UGA logos through the years banner will be hung back up. We'll find a new home for those things. The Stephon Diggs canvas will be hung back up. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. Parachamp saying, I was foolish to think the Jets would win the division. The franchise is just cursed because Namath sold their soul to the devil. The curse of Joe Namath. I might need to dig into that a little bit more. I will say one of my favorite NFL facts is that the Jets actually had the first ever 4,000 yard passer in NFL history. It was Joe Namath in 1967. First ever 4,000 yard passer ever. They're probably like, wow, I didn't even know you could get to 4,000 yards. That's crazy. We've got the first one, man. We're trailblazers. We're trendsetters. We've broken the barrier. They have not had a single 4,000 yard passer since. They had the first ever 4,000 yard passer, and they have not had a single one since. That to me is almost funnier than the Bears never having one, right? I mean, I guess never having one is crazy too, but just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. The NFL works in mysterious ways. But all right, let's move on to the AFC North. I had the Bengals winning. This was really predicated on surely the defense can't be that bad again, right? If you think back to 2023, honestly, the Bengals offense was still really good even when Burrow got hurt, right? I had this whole segment in my quarterbacks are overvalued video, right? Even with Jake Browning, the offense was really good. I was like, dude, this offense is just so sick, and I'm sorry, there's just no way the defense can be that bad again. I like Lou Anarumo as a DC a lot. Maybe some of the young guys step up, right? This can be a really good team. And as we'll get to with the Ravens a little bit, I think there might be a slight opening there. Nope, the defense was worse. The defense was somehow worse than the year before. Lou Anarumo got fired, right? I mean, I think he still might be a pretty good defensive coordinator, but I get it. It had been trending in the wrong direction for a few years now. And quite frankly, it sold what was a really good passing offense a chance at the playoffs, right? They just barely missed it, but they deserve to miss it. This was not a great football team this year. This was an all right football team with a very, very explosive passing game. And because of that, it kind of raised their floor. But ultimately, when push came to shove, they couldn't get the stops when they needed to. Evan McPherson, their kicker, kept missing kicks. All these little things compounded pretty quickly because the defense was bad, right? So, yeah, I'll take the L on that. I saw the vision with that. I don't think it's the worst take in the world. Looking back, I don't think this is a crazy notion that they could have maybe won the division, but the defense was just way too bad. It was just way too bad. The Ravens being the 5 seed, I thought the defense was going to really take a step back and it was going to hurt them. And for half a season, I was right. I was like, this team lost Mike McDonald, right? Their defense is so predicated on scheme and just all these guys magically having career years and getting after the quarterback and all this stuff, and they lose some starters. The offense should still be pretty good, but I think the defense going from best in the league to 9th could cost them a few wins, and the Bengals win 12 games and the Ravens win 11 or something like that. Nope. Again, the defense was kind of bad for like the first half of the season. They turned it around. They figured it out. They became a well-coached unit. Lamar had maybe his best season ever as a pro. Derrick Henry was a beast. The offense is just so sick. Nah, I'll take the L. They won the division. You could have argued they were one of the best. You could have argued they certainly were one of the best teams in football this year. DVOA champions again, whatever. They did lose in the divisional round, but still a very good season for them. Yeah, I'll take the L on that. Henry saying, where do I think the Jets go for a quarterback with reports that Rodgers is out? That's a great question, honestly, because they have a fairly high pick, right? I'm going to plant my flag now, though. Like, I don't know. There are just very few teams I think should be drafting a quarterback in the first round this year. I don't love the class from what I've seen so far. Starting to dive into that a little bit more, right? And I've still got this whole like, man, like most teams picking high should not pick a quarterback just because they're going to set him up to fail, right? That's a good question. I honestly don't know. I mean, if you really want to go all in on the rebuild, you could just try out Jordan Travis for a year. You could Sam Howell it with Jordan Travis. That's going to be my answer off the top of my head, I think, honestly, right? Don't invest too much into it. You just brought in a new head coach. You're trying to be more responsible after the disaster with Rodgers, right? Just Sam Howell with Jordan Travis. Like, put him out there. Odds are, no, he's probably not going to be the quarterback come 2026, right? But you know what? Try him out for 2025. On like the 5% chance that he's good, hey, there you go, right? But if he's not, whatever. You weren't going to probably bring in your quarterback of the future this year anyways. Focus on other areas of the team. That's what I would go with right now. Give me Jordan Travis as the starter. Just why not? Just see what he can do. Henry also saying the Falcons traded for Hendrickson is my absolute dream. Yeah, that would be pretty nice, right? And he's kind of been hinting that he might want out. He tried to threaten to trade last year, right? He's like, I want to trade. And the Bengals owners are like, nah, sorry. You're not getting traded. They do need a pass rusher, right? And hey, maybe if you don't get Myles Garrett, Trey Hendrickson is a very, very, very good consolation prize. Now, I don't want to be like nothing ever happens or like the fun police. I'll be honest. There's a part of me that thinks that like I would be kind of surprised if either of them were on a different team next year, just because like, I don't know. You very rarely see players of that caliber get traded, especially at a premium position like edge, but we've been seeing a little bit more. So I will say it would be nice to see the Falcons get an edge though. That's for sure. A non-Matthew Judon edge. How about that? Pear Chap also thought the Bengals were going to win the division, but they lost too many close games. They barely lost to the Ravens twice, and a bad loss to the Patriots at the start. I know that's the other thing, right? They played the Ravens close in both these games. They are one of the few teams that had the firepower to like keep up with the Ravens. And again, ultimately, like the defense killed them, right? And again, like the kicking killed them against the Chargers. This overall was like a good enough team. Like they could absolutely beat anyone on any given day. They could also lose to anyone on any given day, like the Patriots week 1. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, we got Wolf in here. Let's go. Welcome to the stream, Wolf. Good to have you in here. Saying Browns Vikings Super Bowl. Oh, God willing, please. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? That would be one of the craziest matchups ever, right? I mean, it would be like the Cubs versus Cleveland World Series back in 2016, right? Either way, some sort of team is like gonna like finally break the curse. Yeah, we do have the playoff predictor champion in here. That's right. All hail Jack, the Super Bowl wizard. Yeah. Now you killed it, dude. You had been on the Eagles beat all season long. You're like, this is the best team in the NFL. You absolutely killed that. You're right. Sebastian saying make Tyrod the starter. Whoever's the backup will become a superstar once Tyrod gets injured in week 4. The prophecy. That's right. You gotta get a doctor near his lung or something. Sorry, Tyrod. I like you. That was a little morbid. But Wolf saying as soon as I uninstall Madden, I'm doing a Madden stream. Oh, dude, you got to bring it back. Hey, I had not gotten a Madden in years. And then I had a snow day here, right? I was just chilling, working from home. I was like, you know what? No. I've been itching for some Madden, so I downloaded it. No regrets, dude. I'm honestly enjoying myself a little bit. But I had the Steelers in last for the North. They ended up making the playoffs. That's crazy. I had the Steelers in last because I remember like kind of liking them going into the season, but I also still kind of saw the vision with the Browns. I still like their defense. I get that a little bit. I'm trying to like think of my thought process for some of these. Bad take. All right, take. We'll say 1 for 4. I'll give myself the Browns here. We'll say we've had 3 good calls here so far. I'll give myself the Browns because I know they were a playoff team and I had them missing the playoffs, but yeah. Don't get enough storage saving for GTA 6. That's legit. That's legit. Man, GTA 6, the first GTA I'm going to be allowed to play. Oh, man. Jack saying this Eagles team is the best team I've seen in the past 10 years. Honestly, I was saying a little bit earlier in the stream, that is one of the better teams I have seen in my lifetime. It's got to be up there. I'm trying to think of other teams from the past 10 years. I don't hate that take, honestly. I could get down with that. They are loaded. All right, let's just do this. Let's just get this done with. Let's talk about the AFC South. We're going to speed through these a little bit more because I really want to get to my awards predictions, and then we'll play a few games of Madden here. AFC South, dude, I can't believe I picked the Colts to win the division, dude. I just get suckered in by like these cool, fun hipster teams, and I'm sure there's going to be another team I'm going to do it for next year, right? Oh, I thought Richardson was going to be a beast. Oh, I love this offensive line. Oh, I loved Shane Steichen. Oh, I thought, you know what? Actually, no, their defense isn't that bad. Richardson's been up and down. I've said my piece on him enough. I still think there still might be something there. I don't think he's necessarily going to be Josh Allen or anything, but I think he could be a starting quarterback in the NFL. I think he could be a quarterback you can win with in the NFL if you have a good offense around him, right? But the clock is ticking. He's got to get his completion percentage past the 40s. That would be step number 1. I still like a lot of the pieces on this team. No, this is not a division winning team. Here's what I'll say though, as we get to the Texans, right? I'm going to sound like Chuck from Better Call Saul, right? I'm not crazy. I know he switched it, but I'm not crazy, right? I just said, you know what? I think the Texans might take a little bit of a step back, or they're just not going to quite take the same leap that they did this year. You know what? They did win the division. They did. And they did even win a playoff game to their credit, but it just did not feel the same this year, right? They still ended up with like 10 wins. The offense took a little bit of a step back. Both their games versus the Colts were very close. That's all I'm going to say, right? You go back to those games, week 1, and then it was like week 7 or 8 or whatever, right? Both those games were incredibly close, especially week 1. I was super locked into that Texans-Colts game. And this is going to sound like crazy cope, but there are just so many. This is not saying like the Texans got lucky or like got calls or anything. There's just a lot of bounces that went the Texans' way. And it's just like, dude, like, honestly, I still stand by my take that honestly, the Colts aren't that far off of the Texans. They're not that far off. The Texans are clearly the better team, and they should be favored over the Colts going into next year. Well, we'll see how the offseason plays out for these teams. The Colts were the team at Dr. Pigskin. They were my prized ponies, right? That's a L. I will give myself credit for the Texans, though. This was probably my biggest L, the Jaguars making the playoffs again. I just can't believe I fell for it again. I can't believe I got suckered in by this team again. And I'm certainly not going to do it again next year. Listen to me right now. Please, please. Come like August when I'm doing my preseason predictions again, please do not let me pick the Jaguars to make the playoffs. Just don't let me do it, right? Remember this. Come August, if I start talking about the Jaguars, I need you to light up chat with a, don't do it, doctor. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not going to. But in case August comes around and I'm like, right now I'm not going to. All it's going to take is like one decent free agent signing. I'll be like, I don't know. I see the vision here. Yeah, no, this is one of the worst teams in football. Even if Trevor stayed healthy, they were terrible. Trevor took a step back. Titans being last, bang. I'll take that. I'll take a nice little 2 for 4 for the South. But Jack saying he got to revisit his predictions videos. Definitely going to be making another one for the coming season. Oh, yeah, you got it. I remember watching that. It was a banger. Hey, I remember some of the takes you had in there, right? Garrett Wilson, Offensive Player of the Year. Mike McDonald, Coach of the Year. Hey, maybe next year. Maybe next year. Sebastian saying in terms of full season dominance, the 2016 Patriots might be the only team better than the Eagles over the past decade. Yeah, they were pretty nuts, especially like considering they didn't have Brady for the first quarter of the season either. They were pretty loaded. The Raiders wrapping up. Hey, the Falcons will take the field at some point. We'll see. But the Jaguars are beckoning to you like the Green Goblin mask in Spider-Man 1. Game Solve saying the Jags have Shane Waldron. How can I resist? Oh, my Lord Shane. Dude, that is actually so funny that they got Shane Waldron. I was pretty fired up when I saw that at work the other day. I was like, let's go. Let's go. The prophecy is coming to fruition. If only they got Brandon Staley, too. I think he's going to the Saints, it is. I'm actually down with that a little bit. I'm actually down with Brandon Staley coming back as a DC. I feel like I've given that speech, but Shane Waldron, passing game coordinator, baby. Let's go. Wolf saying the Browns proved they could win in spite of a quarterback in 2023 unless the quarterback is 2024 Deshaun Watson. If they get Joe Flacco or re-sign Winston, they'll be in playoff contention next year. So yeah, there's still a lot of good pieces with the Browns, right? Now we'll see with Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward their situations. Apparently Denzel Ward might request a trade too. That's just rumblings I've heard and stuff, right? As if I have sources. But, Stefanski has shown that he can work around some pretty bad quarterback play. I liked what I saw from their receivers this year. I love the way they used Jerry Jeudy, really unlocking him. I don't think they're going to be bad next year. And they've got a high pick. They're one team I think okay, if they took Cam Ward, honestly, I could get down with that. They're one of the teams I could get down with taking a quarterback. This team right here, they should not take a quarterback, respectfully. The defense was all right, but all right, we're going to speed through these last ones. Chiefs 1 seed, bang. I said this team was going to win maybe 15 games. I did think they were going to be a little bit better though, right? I mean, this was still obviously a very good team. I thought there was going to be some aspect of the explosive passing game coming back. I didn't think it was going to be 2018 all over again, but their receivers got hurt, right? They lose Rashee Rice. They lose Hollywood Brown for most of the year, right? Xavier Worthy had to kind of get up to speed a little bit. Still a pretty good team overall. And you know what? They were the 1 seed. Bang, I'm going to give myself that. Chargers, 2nd place. They did make the playoffs. I think I might have had them as a fringe playoff team, but no, they were a little bit better than I expected, right? The defense was certainly a lot better than I expected. The offensive line looked great. How about Lad McConkey, right? Just go deep to conk, deep to conk, deep to conk. They are well ahead of schedule in their rebuild. I like that. And then I had the Broncos last. That's an L. Yeah, I thought they were going to be pretty mid, to be honest. Nah, great defense. Defense greatly overachieved. Bo Nix overachieved. The line looks great. I like the direction the Broncos are headed in. The Raiders, they're just, I don't know. They're just the Raiders. I'll give myself 1 point, whatever. We're just kind of making stuff up at this point. Welcome to the stream, King Barrel Maker. Good to have you in here. Let's go. Saying urinating tree, pick the following teams to make the playoffs as wild cards. Bengals, Jaguars, Jets, Cowgirls, and the horribly run Bears. As in, going into this season or going into next season? Oh, the Jaguars. Oh, the Jaguars. Wolf says, call me delusional, but I believe Garrett only requested a trade to force the Browns to make a win-now move and not draft a quarterback. See, I could see it, right? I am kind of there's still part of me, it's he's not getting traded, right? There's no way. There's no way. So I love how I have a watermark here. I love how I decided to put a watermark here as if anyone was going to steal these predictions. I don't know why I did that, but I did. Oh, man. I am subtle, aren't I? Deep to conk. Yo, we got Kira Cat in here. Let's go. Saying, hello, doctor. We talking about a certain Denver team. Sione Taki, BYU legend. Oh, yeah. Taki with the tackle. Yeah, I was eating a little crow for Denver, right? I had them finishing last in the division. That was a playoff team. And again, I think they're another team. You could say they're maybe a little bit ahead of schedule. They're having to dig themselves out of the Russ Albatross contract. You know what? Good for them. Good for them. Packers, yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Oh, no. Gosh. Bro, why was I, a Vikings fan of all people, such a cheerleader for the Packers this year? Goodness. Man, I had some terrible picks in the NFC. Eagles 2 seed, bang, I'll give myself that. Now, because they were the 2 seed, right? You could argue they were the best team all along. I think the Lions injuries had a little bit to do with that, but still, I think they could have probably taken the Lions. But bang, I'll take that, right? It was looking like they might have been on a verge of a collapse. Cowboys missing the playoffs. I like that. Giants third, Commanders fourth. Yeah, we all know my Commanders take going into the season. I guess the Cowboys were they? No, they weren't the last seed. The Giants were, I think, right? But still, the Cowboys underachieved even from like missing the playoffs. And I think missing the playoffs would have been seen as an underachievement going into this season. This was my worst take. Like straight up, Commanders finishing last was like my worst take. The logic was there, and it wasn't like a crazy out there pick. Like I feel like a lot of people had the Commanders finishing last. A lot of people had it between the Giants and the Commanders to finish last in the East. But yeah. Again, just everything about this team was better than I thought it would be. From the quarterback to the defense to the line to the coaching. Literally everything that I thought was going to go wrong actually went right for them. I'll give myself 1 here. All right. Yeah, I'm going to take an L for having the Packers as the 1 seed. Here's what I'll say. I want to shout out Greg Rosenthal here, right? He had a nice tweet after the Packers lost their playoff game against the Eagles, right? The Packers, I believe, let me just see if I can find it here. Where's my phone? I like the tweet. The Packers take was crazy. I will absolutely take the L on that. Here's what I'll say, though. I'm going to try and read it verbatim because I think if you are a Packers fan, like honestly, this is a nice way to look at the season. Where did it go? I'm scrolling right now to try and find it. Okay, here we go. So this was from NFL Media's Greg Rosenthal after the Packers lost in the playoffs. Packers are a young team. They won 2 more games and improved their scoring differential by 89 points. This feels like a step back, but I still like their direction overall. I think that's fair to say. This is still a well-run organization, still a pretty well-coached team. I still like the quarterback. I still like the line. Josh Jacobs looked good, right? This was a pretty good team this year. They were. But yeah, I thought they were going to take a massive leap. I thought they were going to be so sick this year. They weren't quite. They were kind of sick. They were a little inconsistent. They came out flat in a few big games. They did get stonewalled in the playoffs. Jordan Love was still a little bit up and down. But I think this is still a team trending in the right direction. 1 seed is crazy, though. 1 seed is crazy. I will give you that. Oh, man. King Barrelmaker saying the Falcons were a 5-12 team that had an 8-9 record. I was glad to see them out of the playoffs. Yeah, and it's so tough though because like there were a few weeks where it's like, they honestly looked pretty good, you know. And like once they made the switch to Penix, I feel like that really unlocked the run game because they could actually do a little bit more than just have the statue of Kirk try and like take 5 steps to hand the ball off and be like, you know. But yeah, I mean the defense was still kind of mid. You know, the pass rush is still kind of an issue. Yeah. No, I get it. Like honestly, like the Bucks were definitely the best team and deserved to make the playoffs over the Falcons this year. Lions 5 seed. Yeah, that's mad disrespectful. That is pretty disrespectful. Now, I thought they were going to be a very, very good 5 seed. I thought they were going to be like a crazy like 12 or 13 win wildcard team, which to be fair, they almost were. It was just with a different team, right? They were actually this close to being like a cracked 5 seed. That is a little disrespectful, but honestly, far from my worst take. Bears 7 seed. Yeah, the offense just wasn't as good as we thought it was going to be. The defense didn't quite hold up to their 2023 standards. Yeah, I'll take the L on the Vikings last. I thought they're going to be like a feisty, fun 7-8 win team, but still finish last. Nope. Nah, we're like that. We'll see about next year. Fairchamp saying, yeah, Doc, that is wild. Maybe I need to huff your hopium that had you picking the Packers as the 1 seed. Just wait till you see my awards predictions. Oh, man. Jack says the Seahawks were 10-17 that had a 10-7 record. I'm sad to see them out of the playoffs. They really did win 10 games. They really did. They were a pretty good team this year overall. They just got to fix the line. Game saying Vikings missing the playoffs. The Green Bay 1 seed. This guy must be a Packers fan. I have been to Lambeau. Some have said that has radicalized me. Sebastian got a 23 on the Immaculate Grid. Ooh, I'll have to play that later. Nice. King Barrelmaker saying the Packers never took that next step against the elite teams. That's a big thing that they're missing, right? They did beat up on like the Cardinals and stuff, and that's nice to see. But yeah, they didn't have like a big signature win, right? Their big win was like thumping the Seahawks on Sunday Night Football. But yeah. Packers never had that edge factor to beat the top teams in the NFL. Couldn't beat a team with over 11 wins. There are other teams like, man, you got to improve the pass rush a little bit. Rashawn Gary just hasn't quite turned into the guy you think he can be, right? A lot of those guys on the defensive line just aren't quite the guys you think they can be. And, Jordan Love, I like Jordan Love a lot. I think very highly of him. The turnovers will kill you sometimes. He'll have a few bozo throws in him that just can completely change a game. But bro is rooting for Green Bay and the Packers-Lions stream. You can't make this stuff up. To be fair, that was the more optimal outcome for the Vikings. But yeah, I straight up was pulling for the Packers. I literally said, go Pack, go. World's biggest Lions hater confirmed. Probably in the top 5%. That sounds so mean, right? Oh, how could you hate the Lions? They're our rivals. We're two little brothers trying to push each other to be the big brother, right? We want to be there first. Oh man, that Lions Packers stream, that was crazy. Yeah. They did beat the Texans. That's true. They did. Yeah. That's probably their best win, I guess. But King Barrelmaker saying this season proved how bad of a franchise the Bears are. Yes, they had bad luck, but the coaching was so poor. Yeah, we'll see what this new regime brings into. It'll be interesting to watch. But all right, a couple more divisions here. Rivalsons puts the Packers at 1. I have no shame. I have no backbone. Falcons 4 seed. Yeah, I thought they were going to be good enough to make the playoffs. I didn't think that they were going to fry everyone, but I was like, oh, this offense is going to be good with Kirk. They'll make it work, right? This will be good enough to win a weak division. Nope. Tampa Bay was honestly, in my opinion, I know the Bucs won a playoff game in 2023 and then lost one in 2024. I honestly thought the 2024 Bucs were better than the 2023 Bucs. I loved this team. I love their offensive line. I love their running game. I love Baker and the receivers. The defense still maybe leaves a little bit to be desired. It was a good offense, though, and a fun team to watch. I thought they were better this year than the year before. You know what? I maybe slept on them a little bit. I felt good when I made this. I was like, you know what? I'm still respecting them, right? I'm still putting them as second in the division. Nah, they did it again. Saints 3, yeah, whatever. Panthers 4, yeah, whatever. I'll give myself 2 for that. I've lost track. I'm just going through these. NFC West 49ers. I thought they might take a slight step back, but I still thought they'd be enough to win the division. Nope. They're in low-key a tough spot. I know they've got a nice schedule going into next year. We'll see, though. It really feels like this might be the end of the line for them. They've had a lot of cracks at it. Might be starting to slow down for them a little bit. Rams 6 seed. Oh, my precious Rams. I was right to get them in the playoffs. I really should have stood on business and put them as the division winner, though. I loved this offense, and I liked a lot of the moves that they made on defense. I somehow underestimated my precious Rams a little bit. Seahawks 3rd, just missing. Bang. Cardinals 4th. Bang. We'll just look at the playoffs here a little bit. I did have the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I'll give myself that. In fact, I had Chiefs versus Bills in Arrowhead for the AFC Championship game. I will give myself that. I had Chiefs versus Texans for the divisional. Oh my gosh, I actually kind of cooked with this AFC bracket a little bit. We'll ignore this team and this team for a little bit, right? I actually nailed the divisional onward. I actually cooked. I actually nailed this. I did not even know that. I barely glanced at the division standings, and I had a decent idea of what my division standings looked like, just from what I made earlier on. Dude, all right. You know what? I might not maybe I should have banged for the Seahawks. I'm going to bang for this, though. Wow. That's crazy. Let's go. All right. That is honestly one of the better things I think I've ever put together. Now let's see the NFC. Oh man. Yeah. I didn't get nearly as much right here. I didn't get either of these teams right for the conference championship. I did have the Rams in the divisional. I'll give myself that. I got 2 out of 4 for teams in the divisional, but then none right for the conference championship. And I had the Lions winning the Super Bowl, which obviously didn't happen. Yeah, look at that. I even threw the little Super Bowl graphic in there. Did I have a watermark on this one too? No. Did I have a watermark here? No. Why did I put a watermark here? I don't know. Oh, man. If only it was like this in Discord. I know, right, dude? I know. Like, honest to goodness, this was better than what I cooked up in Discord. My preseason predictions are better than my predictions going into the postseason. Oh, well, you live and you learn. But that's the standings. We're just going to speed through these award predictions here real quick. Then we're going to hop on the sticks. We're going to play a game of Madden or two. You know, just having fun, right? But Chiefs were 15-2 as well. Hey, we'll take it. Oh, we're talking about something else. That's not all about me. Oopsies. My bad. Seahawks are the first 10-7 team to ever miss the playoffs. That actually makes sense, right? Because they just changed the schedule not that long ago to add an extra game. I was about to say, there's no way. No, that makes sense. Yeah, that's crazy. Game saying the Jags could have had the first pick three-peat, but Doug Peterson had to lock in for the second half of 2022. Man, who would they have taken first overall? It would have been the 2023 draft. I don't even know. I don't have the brain cells to think about that right now. But Wolf says, if I didn't devil's advocate with the Rams, then I'd have been the wizard of the postseason. Just saying. Oh, yeah. Dude, the Rams will get you. The Rams will get you. The real non-rigged 2024 season. All right. Here we go. I'm going to plug the WordPress a little bit. I actually haven't written anything in a while, but I might get back into that a little bit. I actually have an idea for something I want to write. This is just something I do when I have time. Just a little fun, but this was my ultimate try-hard, way too much effort NFL awards predictions. This was published on September 4th. I believe it was right before the season kicked off. I get a nice little Matthew Berry-esque intro spiel, right? And I did a pick and a dark horse. That's how I did it, right? And I think the dark horse odds, oh yeah. For clarity's sake, I'll define a dark horse as someone who's outside the top 10 of preseason odds for the award. Again, we're just going to, all right, good take or bad take, right? MVP pick, Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to say this was a bad take because I was like, you know what? This is the safe pick, but it is the right pick, right? Again, I thought the Chiefs were going to have a crazy record, right? I talk about like, yeah, they lost some guys, but they're freaking stacked. I was right about this. They did, in fact, get to a 14 or 15 win season. They did not cruise to it, though. That's the thing. And Mahomes' stats weren't really that great. It was kind of an up and down year for him a little bit. He's still very good, right? I still think Mahomes is absolutely tier 1 quarterback, QB3 at absolute worst. But yeah, he struggled with the deep ball a little bit this year. He had a few turnover woes, right? Took a few more sacks, right? Some of that's on him, some of that's on the line, whatever. But some of it is on him. So no, he was certainly not MVP. He wasn't really in the MVP conversation. It's kind of funny, like the Chiefs won 15 games. He was nowhere close to the MVP conversation. I get it, though. Bad take. Stafford as my dark horse, very on brand, right? Very on brand, right? I thought maybe if the 49ers take a step back, the Rams can win the division. It's going to be on the back of Stafford and all these epic shootouts. This offense is going to be so sick, right? I bring up like the crazy stats, right? 8 games in 2023 where it was Stafford, Kyron, Cooper Kupp, and Puka. They're first in everything. My goodness, you know. Stafford was still pretty good this year. I don't think he was quite as good as he was in 2023. I don't know. He showed his age a little bit more. There's some like trade rumors now with him. I still wouldn't trade him if I was the Rams, but I'll take the L. That was the Bryce Young draft. So Will Anderson, Jackson, they probably would have taken Jalen Carter. Goodness, could you imagine Jalen Carter? Oh, Jalen Carter on the Jaguars. Or Will Anderson. Yeah, that would have been nasty. Yeah, they certainly would have taken a quarterback. But Sebastian say that's how the season was going to go before Goodell decided he hated the city of Detroit. They didn't really need Will Anderson as much as the DT. That's sure. They went Walker the previous year, and they had Josh Hines-Allen. Yeah, it probably would have been Jalen Carter. But yeah. All right, not the best start. I don't think this is like a terrible take. I don't even think this was like a terrible take, but this one, yeah, bang. Bang! You know what? He didn't win. I don't care. This was an offensive player of the year caliber season from Jamar Chase. Yeah, I get why Saquon got it, and Saquon deserved it. Bro, he won the Triple Crown. Bang! Bang! Right? Oh, please let them play a full season together. I've missed this connection. Past 2 seasons when they have been healthy, this has been his pace, right? He's nasty. He's great. He's getting better every season. He's a more complete receiver. He's such a beast. Bang! I'll give myself that one. Bang! Jamar Chase. I mean, shoot, he could go ahead and win it next year. Who knows, right? At worst, wide receiver, too. I love me some Jamar Chase. He's a thrill to watch. Oh, what a shocker. We got a Colt. We got a Colt in the dark horse section. You know, here's what's funny. Everyone's going to remember Jonathan Taylor for the fumble against the Broncos, which was like mind-numbing, right? He had a good year this year. He actually did have a really good year this year. He is still a really good back, right? It's not quite as crazy as his 2021 season. He was a good back this year, and he missed some time too, right? Over 1,400 yards, double-digit touchdowns. Yeah, he was pretty good this year. Definitely not offensive player of the year caliber. And the way I'm going to do it for like my dark horses are like, okay, were they in the conversation? Nah, he really wasn't. But you know what? He was pretty good. He was pretty good this year. Defensive player of the year, Max Crosby. Low-key kind of an L. Max Crosby was all right. I mean, he was still like good this year, right? But I thought, oh, he might lead the league in sacks because Christian Wilkins is here. He only had 7.5. You know, I had cited like his sack total had gone up every year for a while. Lowest sack total since 2020 for him. Yeah. Again, still a pretty good player, right? And it's not just sacks that he gets. He's really good against the run, but nah, he was nowhere near the conversation. I thought, oh, it's going to be like an edge, right? That's what's funny, too. I was saying, like, oh, it's like always an edge. The voters sure like sacks. It's always an edge or Aaron Donald, right? Last time was Stephon Gilmore in 2019. It ended up being a DB. The voters showed a little bit of variety. I got to respect it. But, yeah, I thought this Raiders defense was going to be pretty nice. It wasn't quite. This one, I'll give myself this one. I know Derek Stingley Jr. wasn't actually like in the defensive player of the year conversation, but he was an all-pro corner. He absolutely did take a full-on leap. That stretch of play that he showed the back end of the 2023 season, that is just who he actually is. He is so good, man. You can think about him like clamping up Tyreek Hill when they played against the Dolphins, his insane ball skills, right? I love the way he plays. I love the attitude he plays with. He's a beast. I'm going to give myself that one. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Caleb. Nah. I mean, again, this was seen as like the easy one, right? Oh, he's going into a great situation. Oh, they always give it to the quarterback. They did. There was a close race, right? I wrote a little bit like, you know, if it's a close race between a quarterback and a non-quarterback, they're going to give it to a quarterback. There was, and they did give it to a quarterback. Was not Caleb, though. And Caleb himself, like, for as much as like the situation might have not been great around him, Caleb did himself no favors either. Dark horse, bang, 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 let's go. I at least got one Jaguars take right. Oh, I can't help myself. I still believe in the Jaguars. Oh, famous last words. You know what? I at least got this, though. I loved me some Brian Thomas Jr. coming out of the draft. I loved this fit with the Jaguars. I loved his fit with Trevor Lawrence. And you know what? He's a guy that really turned it on, like, back end of the season, right? I feel like the Jaguars got a little more comfortable with how to use him. I really do think he is like a complete receiver. He's not just a deep threat. He's a guy that can like win on slants and in breaking routes, right? I think he's a more refined and polished separator than a lot of people thought. Hey, I have him on one of my dynasty teams. I'm feeling great about it. I love me some Brian Thomas Jr. We will take the dark horse bang. Sebastian saying W on the Brian Thomas. Let's go. Thank you. Yeah, I need that because then I have this. Again, this was the safe pick, right? Laiatu Latu, he was the first defender taken. He's such a polished pass rusher. He was all right. And I'm going to butcher his name. He didn't play a whole lot, which was kind of interesting. He didn't see a lot of the field for the Colts this year. He flashed a little bit, right? I don't know. I wonder if his snap count is going to go up a little bit more here next year. He's not, I don't think he's like a bust by any means, right? I mean, he's 1 year in and he just didn't play a whole lot, but this ended up being a pretty good rookie class on both offense and defense. Latu was kind of unremarkable. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Dark Horse Junior Colson. No. I don't think he played a whole lot either, to be honest. I just thought, oh, let's get a little wacky with it. He went to Michigan. Jim Harbaugh's there. He's going to see the field, right? No. Comeback player of the year, Aaron Rodgers. Again, surprisingly, no. They just went with Burrow, which I guess makes sense, right? Burrow was just so good, and I guess he injured his thumb. I get that. I do think they maybe need to rework this award a little bit. I don't know. I don't want to be lame, and again, these are professional athletes, and I'm just a dude on my chair. But for me, just from an outsider's perspective, it feels like coming back from injuries isn't as crazy as it used to be. I like the idea of comeback player of the year almost being most improved / you could still come back from bad injuries, obviously, right? And I thought, this Rodgers injury is so high profile. Everyone saw it happen, right? Everyone knew about the comeback from the Achilles. He was fine. He was all right. But now I get why they gave it to Burrow. I would have gave it to Sam. Maybe a little bias there. Even Bryce Young. I thought Bryce Young would have been a great candidate for comeback player of the year this year, but they gave it to Burrow. I'll take Christian Gonzalez, though. You know what's funny is he actually finished 4th in voting for this, right? And I say, it's kind of hard to pick a dark horse for comeback player of the year because, all the candidates are usually high profile for it, right? It's just who's a big name that got injured? And it's Christian Gonzalez got injured, and he's kind of a big name because he was a high draft pick, but he also only played 4 games, right? But he did come back from injury. And again, another guy's this was an all-pro caliber player this year. He was so good this year. Yeah, I'll give myself credit for that one. He did finish 4th. Oh, brother. Another Packers pick. Coach of the year, Matt LaFleur. He was in Coach of the Year talks for a little bit when Love got hurt and they were winning these games with Malik Willis. I still do think he is a pretty good coach, but no. The Packers, in fact, did not get the 1 seed. That's what a lot of this was predicated on, right? Oh, the Packers are going to get the 1 seed. LaFleur's going to cook, and they're going to finally give it to him. You could look at the accolades and stuff, and he's going to have the narrative boost this year for upsetting the Lions to win the division. Didn't quite happen. Oh, what a way to end it. What a way to end it. Bang, another dark horse, bang. Yeah, this is the only one I actually got right. That's so funny, and it was a dark horse. This is the only one I got right. KOC earned it, though. I mean, what else is there to say, right? He cooked with Sam Darnold, but even more so than that, the culture that he built, right? KOC's Coach of the Year case can be summed up in those beautiful 5 seconds after we beat the Packers where they're mobbing Sam in the locker room and he's just standing back against the wall We'll take it. We got one right. We got one right, and it was Dark Horse Coach of the Year. But there you go. That was my season predictions. I'm not going to lie. I'm fiending for a little bit of Madden. So we're going to change the input on my TV. It should already be set up. I hope I don't have to sign back in. I'm stubborn as a mule. And long story short, there's some weird thing with my EA account. It's associated with an email. I do have to boot it back up. That's okay. But it is associated with an email account that no longer exists because the cable provider that we had no longer exists. And so I had to make a separate EA account. But every time I use my Xbox, EA still thinks that I'm using the same account. I don't know. It's really complicated, convoluted. It's hard to explain, but we're going to play some Madden. Man, you got to at least show off your team. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll show off the Falcons. Maybe I will. I've mentioned them so much. Yeah, for those that don't know, Caden and I have an online franchise right now. This is a bit of a Fargo tradition where we'll do a fantasy draft. Normally we do it for just 1 season, but we've been doing this one for a few seasons now. But he's the Raiders, I'm the Falcons, and we've been going at it for a few years now. We actually just met in the Super Bowl not that long ago, but there's been a few references. I will show the team just to get everyone up to speed. Nice little trophy emoji right there. Sebastian saying that trophy reminds me so much of the flowers from Mario Wonder. I'd never played Mario Wonder, but I could see where you're coming from with the Mario flower vibes, right? Like the fire flower a little bit. That does look a little Mario coded. Is that a part of YouTube? Like the YouTube emojis or whatever? I'm not very familiar with them, to be honest. I'm just typing in my email right now. I'm not trying to get my identity stolen or anything. That's why you still see my computer screen. But I would show you what I mean with like this whole signing into a different account business, but I'm not trying to get doxxed. I've already had a few close calls with that. All right. So they have to email me my code to sign into my quote unquote other account. It's so weird. And I could just call EA and tell them to fix it. But again, I am as stubborn as a mule. But we'll switch over screens here now that we're loading in. There you go. You can see Christian McCaffrey staring at you. Talk about Madden curse hitting him. Oh, there you go. There's some more YouTube emojis right there. Nice. I gotta familiarize myself with this, but all right, we'll show off the team here. We'll do a few online head-to-head games and then call it a night, I think. Just hanging out here, but the famous Coach Eric T that you guys might have heard about a little bit. But we got the Rams here in week 4. It is kind of hilarious to look at this universe a little bit. Like we got Justin Herbert on the Dolphins. You know, just think about how different things would be if that was the case. Tua's on the Patriots. Jahmyr Gibbs is also on the Patriots. We got Caleb on the Chiefs. They just did a little fantasy draft. I don't know about you guys. I love me Madden fantasy drafts. I love those so much. All right, I'll show you all my team here real quick. We're going to play a few online head-to-head games with the Colts, because why not? All right, let's see. I'll show you the lineup here. But I will say the cap monster is coming for us a little bit. So here's Drake May, who's been maxed out. He's such a beast. Literally can't even upgrade him anymore. Look at that. He's 99 everything. He's got an X factor. Absolute beast. This offense as a whole has kind of had to carry me. We've lost some guys. This is Cameron Broyles, just some random undrafted free agent running back who's actually originally on the Raiders. I traded for him. He is 6'6", but he's a speed back, and it's kind of infuriating. I've been trying to upgrade his power back a little bit. It's like, dog, you were 6'6". You got to be stronger than that, but what can you do? What can you do? I'm looking. Hopefully the resolution is okay. It might be a little fuzzy on your screen. I don't know if that's just my computer acting up or anything. I know it's like, so many inputs. It's freaking out. But we got Nico Collins. We got Ladd McConkey. Again, both these guys we just got maxed out. We took some L's up front on the offensive line. We've lost some guys. Defensive line. Again, pretty young team overall. Some of these guys are starting to age though, but that is the Falcons. Our offense definitely carries us. That's for sure. But, all right. Dude, I haven't played an online head-to-head game in a long time. It's been a couple of weeks. But I've been getting kind of humbled a little bit, so I'm a little scared. We'll see how this goes. And it seems like every time I play, they've always got their mic plugged in, and I can hear them talking trash to me. I've been called garbage so many times while playing this game online, but we'll give it a shot here. I've only used the Vikings so far, so it's going to be interesting to use a different team. I've only used the Vikings and then this Falcons team that I drafted. I'll do a little quick match here. I'm in bronze. I don't know if that's any good or not, but end of season. Oh, I have to do this again. Okay, whatever. Well, I started over. I guess I'm no longer in bronze. Let's do the Colts. Let's get it. Let's go, Colts. See, this is going to be the actual true outcome for the Colts. This is what should have happened this season. Any of you guys have the new Madden? I know Madden is pretty divisive these days, and I think my honest take is like I think I enjoy this Madden so much because it's been so long since I've played a new Madden, right? This is my first Madden on like next gen. So for me, right, if you had like Madden 24 to Madden 25, you might be like, oh, this feels like the same game. For me, it's like, whoa, so much is different. Look at all these new players in the game. I've never been able to use Josh Downs before, you know? Boop. We got a little battle of the old Baltimore and the new Baltimore team. Sebastian saying use the Packers that you love them so much. You have to play one match with the Jaguars, and if you win, then I must predict them to win the AFC South. You know what? Maybe I'll play with the Jags, too. There's a few teams I want to use. All right. Let's see if we can cook here. Oh, man. Now we're just going to run it. We're just going to run it on first down. Oh, yeah. Look at that hole. All right. That's a good, honest 6-yard gain. Perichamp has never played Madden. Interesting. I get that. I respect that. You know, it's not everyone's cup of tea, right? And again, like, it could be frustrating, like, if you buy Madden every year, I bet. Game Solved has Madden 24. He tried Madden 25 free trial, and the gameplay felt pretty different compared to 24. Interesting. All right. Oh, man. He's, like, tempting me to throw it deep here. I don't think I can actually do it, though. Well, I need to make up my mind and call play here, actually. Oh, my goodness. We are going to run. Oh, wait. Did he jump or did I jump? Okay, whatever. Whatever. 4 verts every play. I'm not like a Madden god by any means here. Now I've got an audience, too. That's such baloney, though. My guy jumped. Because I was calling too many audibles. Oh, yeah. Bro, no! I hate this game so much, dude. He's not down? There we go. Bro, that's crazy. I thought I had the slant there. I'm like looking back on my other screen now. It looked like there was a window to throw that, right? There was. I just let him too far upfield. That's user error right there. That's not good, dude. That's not good. Oh, and I gotta use this trash defense. Sebastian would love if sport games were released every 2 or 3 years just to have a longer life cycle. That would make sense. And like, there's just like a roster update, but like the gameplay gets updated every few years, something like that. Yeah, that might be nice. But you know EA, they're going to squeeze out the almighty dollar. Yeah. No, I'm not following that motion, man.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Oh, we're on that. Oh, catch it. Oh, we were on that. Game over. The game is already over. Oh, man. Man, why'd they match us up with the Ravens, too? I'm just realizing. That doesn't seem like a very fair matchup. Colts versus Ravens? Dude, they're going to try with Henry here on this next play, I feel like. There you go. All right, get him into third down. Realistic Anthony Richardson gameplay. Hey, maybe. That was on me, though. That wasn't even like a horribly inaccurate throw. This was just me putting it in a bad spot. I'm gonna take the bullet for Richardson. Do I use free form passing? I'm not gonna lie. I don't know the difference. I use the one with the meters. Oh, crap. He almost got me. Bang! Gotcha back! Gotcha back! It's EJ Speed! Let's go. EJ Speed, holla at me. Let's go. Give me that. Don't test my user. Yeah, I'm like that. Look at that. Got likely clamped up there. Is freeform passing the one where like you can just put the ball wherever? Like you just, there's like a little circle of where the ball goes. I don't know if I explained that well. Oh, Roquan's going to blow that up. Oh, oh boy. All right. The pick back. Oh yeah. All right. Now we gotta get this passing game going. Why is Josh Downs not out there? It's chill. I was gonna force feed him. Oh yeah, we got Pierce on that. Let's go. There we go. Man, those corner routes are kind of nasty this year, I will say. All right, well, I don't want to pause, but I want to put Josh Downs in there more. Ooh, all right. QB draw. No, I do gotta get Richardson incorporated in the run game here a little bit. You know what? I like that. Let's do it. Let's do it. QB run. Do we have a QB draw here? Yeah. All right. All right. Sebastian making the call here. I like it. Just get the first down right. Got him nice and spread out. Pause. Ooh. I wish he would have slid there, but that's chill. Designed to run. We'll get an option going too. How about that? We got to use our weapon at quarterback. Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Oh, yeah. Get the edge. Oh, yeah. This is nice. All right. All right. I'm liking this. I'm liking this Richardson run game here a little bit. See if we can go back to Taylor here now. Now that we've established Richardson as a runner. Look at him get the edge to the outside, right? This is what's going to happen in real life. Hopefully my opponent isn't watching. Now, honestly, that'd be such a flex. If just like a random opponent happened to be watching me, I would take that also. That was tough. I lagged there, of course, right? I don't even know if you guys could see that. But, of course, that's the reason why it didn't work. Not just because it was a bad play call. Oh, yeah, it did show it there a little bit. All right, I've been vindicated. Oh, I might have Pittman on this, depending on how the corner plays it. The corner guarding the running back. Nope. And I held on way too long there. That's just on me, holding on to the ball too long. Crap. I might kind of call the same play again. Yeah, I just need to make a decision. I'm playing like Sam Darnold there. Bro, there's like, I had B wide open just running across the screen. Is this the same play? Nah, here's what we're going to do. We're going to hit downs on a slant here coming behind Mo. Nope, that's picked. Or just inaccurate. I have gotten into field goal range. Nah, I'm just going to kick it. Loser's mindset. What? What was that? What was that? I was holding down a whatever. I get so mad playing this game sometimes. It's gonna be hard not to crash out. What did happen to Rod? Isn't he playing in like the UFL now? I think he got signed in the UFL. He's still playing, just not in the NFL. But good for him though. I always liked him. Oh man. Here come the Ravens now. Man, we had a decent drive there. I just sold it. Man. Bro, it's going to be 0-0 at halftime. I will see. These games go fairly quick. Oh, there you go. There you go. That was all me. Are you going to try and go quick? Nah. All right. We'll live with that. See if we can get a stop here, get the ball back before halftime. Play back a little bit.
No touchdowns as of yet on either side. So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report. Need to give the coach some highlights.
Oh, what's he doing with Derrick Henry? That's who he's on right now.
Now Jackson.
Oh, he cooked me. Oh, good hit. Good hit. You're going to see me crush out at the end at McDonald's again. We'll see. Could you imagine? That would be kind of funny, though, right? Because the OG McDonald's was the Cleveland, Georgia McDonald's. Maybe my last stream in Cleveland, Georgia, I'll go back to the McDonald's. That's what I'll do. How about that? I actually kind of like, that'd be fun. One last McDonald's stream. Love a move/life update. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the stream game. You know the vibes. Oh, yeah. Can see the moving boxes behind me, right? The Lowe's home team.
They're going to try and
throw. Bro, that did not actually work. We were playing too far off. I hate this game. Okay, so games is saying freeform passing is where you hold L2 or LT, and while throwing to the receiver, moving your left stick to aim your pass. It can move the throw more in front or away from the defender, which is good for throws like that first slant where the wide receiver looks open. Dude, I just got to learn that a little bit more, I think. Yeah, I know it's tough. It's like I could see him open, then I just tried to like, I just put it in a bad spot. It isn't different from meter passing. All right, I'll have to like play around with settings or something. Oh, you almost got me there. Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? Good hit. There we go. Speaking of Will, do I have a stream scheduled during the off season? Not right now, but I should probably come up with one because I've definitely learned that like I am a little more on top of things when I like have some semblance of organization. I will try and think of one, right? It'd be nice to go live like maybe at least once a week, you know, something like that. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy. It could always be something like this, but yeah, I will sit down maybe over these next few days now that I have a little bit more time on my hands, and I will cook up a nice little stream schedule. But yeah, it'd be nice to have a little consistency, you know. So when I do, I'll like drop it in the Discord, something like that. But you gotta get a stop here. To answer your question, Gabe, this is Madden 25. This is the most recent one. I caved and bought it. I ended my non-Madden buying streak like a few weeks ago, and I gotta say, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of enjoying it a little bit. I'm having fun with it. Yeah, there we go. He's gonna go for it. Games is saying it's a bit complex at first, so if you want to learn, you should probably watch a tutorial or something. Dude, I've watched my fair share of Madden tutorials. I watched a lot of Madden 20 tutorials back in the day. Man, I used to go hard on Madden 20. You know, we're going to heat him up here. We're going to blitz. I know you're never supposed to blitz Lamar, but we're going to try it. We're going to press him. Yeah, let's go, defense. Proud of me for buying something. Hey, I'll take it. You know what? No, I needed to treat myself, right? I did need to treat myself. Oh, here we go. We're going to hit Joshy on the little zig right here. Well, maybe not. There is that corner on the outside. There you go. We'll take that. We do have a timeout. We'll use it. Gabe says he's in year 2032 and have won 4 Super Bowls with the Bucs in an all-Madden franchise playing the moments. That's awesome. Baker 1-2. Enter randomly generated QB in the next. That's sick. Dang, you've been grinding on that. 2032. I love it. It is fun going deep in franchise sometimes. The Madden 20 subreddit. Dude, I was honestly a menace. Best value pick. Noah Fant. All right, I'm going to see if I can hit Taylor here. I'm going to... Nope. That's terrible. Dude, I am stinking up the joint right now. It might actually be 0-0. I promise I'm a little better than this. I don't think I'm this bad. This has been bad, though. The lights are too bright. It might actually be a 0-0 final score. What was working is when I had Richardson running. I just tried to force it right there to downs. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get a little sneaky with it. Yeah, that'll throw you off. Then we'll hit Pittman coming back over the middle. Bang. Bang. All right. Call another timeout here. We got to start hitting some throws downfield, though. I did not mean to hit A there. I wanted to hit X, actually. Might have already answered, but if I'm the GM of the Jets, what's my quarterback plan? You know what? I did, but I like the question, so I'll answer it again. Honest to goodness, I would sit it out this year. I would Sam Howell it with Jordan Travis, whatever. Let's see what we got in him. Odds are it's not going to be great, but you know what? What if it is? Then we feel pretty good. But I don't know. If I'm the Jets, you have so many more glaring needs besides quarterback, right? The class isn't that great. The odds of you getting something crazy in free agency in the draft or like a trade isn't great. Sam Darnold. See, I wouldn't want to pay him, though. That's the thing. If you're the Jets, do you really want to heavily invest in Sam Darnold? I don't want to be like too spreadsheet brained, but I think that that's just like a bad investment. You are buying high on Sam Darnold, you know? I don't know, man. I personally think that they would be better served addressing other needs. If they're going to pour a lot of stuff, if they're going to invest heavily into a position group, they can do a lot more than just quarterback. Sam Howell. I mean, screw it. If they want to like trade a 6th-round pick for Sam Howell and just be like, what the heck? Let's see, right? But with coach turnover being high, do you think Aaron Glenn has that possibility? I really want him to do well. I do too. He seems like a good guy. Honestly, I think if you're the Jets, in a perfect world, you would be patient. You would tell him like, hey, we get it. We might not win like 10 games your first year, right? But we're going to give you a few years to figure this out and build it your way, right? If I'm going to be honest, I mean, that's the only way this is going to work. That's why coaching turnover is so high, because these coaches come in and they're expected to like save the team right away. But it's like there are just so many issues to address with a team like the Jets, you know. So I don't know. if I were the Jets, I would be patient, but I also wouldn't count on it because it is the Jets, you know. Also, I might have just Sam Darnold jersey swap would go crazy. Yeah, imagine him on the Jets. We've never seen that before. But that's what I would do. I would be patient. Give him a few years. Hey, you don't need to have your quarterback this year. Don't feel pressured to, like, need to have the guy, you know. So are they going to give me that to Mo Alley Cox? Or whatever. Bro, this actually is going to end 0-0. If I got a low taper fade, I would be shocked if I could pull that off. I did have a slight, this is actually hilarious. I did actually have a slight fade for like 2 seconds back when I was in college. It wasn't anything crazy, but I did have a fade for a little bit. Oscar actually gave me a fade when he cut my hair one time. It was all right, I will say. I pulled it off better than I thought I could. But like a full on, I don't know. Oh, no, I got to take a shot at the end zone here, right? We're going to have Trey Sermon block. We're just going to try wheel route cheese here. Nah, it's not even close. I hate this game. Oh, my goodness. Gabe asking which team would benefit the most from Josh Sweat. I don't know if you asked me this to like set up this answer, but honest to goodness, a team that came into my mind right away was the Bucks. I think the Bucks could really benefit from bringing in an edge rusher. I talked about the Bills needing an edge rusher earlier, but I think if you're the Bills, you want to take a swing on like a legit tier 1 guy, which like easier said than done, right? I don't know. I think the Bucks would be a decent spot for him. I don't know if that's why you asked me that to tee that up, but I could get down with Josh Sweat to the Bucks, honestly. Oh, man. This has been such an ugly game. Oh, man. My excuse is like, well, you know, I'm multitasking. I'm playing my game while streaming. As if that's not what like every streamer does, but I might have had X open there. I get tunnel vision sometimes. Nice emoji right there. Is he actually gonna run it? No. Bro, I swear everyone online hates running it. Okay. Golly. This is why I'm not a pro Madden player. Remember when I was cooking on Fortnite, though? I will say, I was actually cooking a little bit on Fortnite. I had a few decent games. I didn't win, but, you know. He's taking his sweet time here with his audibles. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. You know what? Our defense is going to carry us. Let's go. Give me that. Oh, yeah. That was pretty nice. My user is all right. It still gets exposed sometimes, but you know what? We're gonna go back to the quarterback run game here. We got to get Richardson involved as a runner. We got to do something to get points. 7 points might win this game. Ka-chow. I'm cruising like Lightning McQueen ka-chow. No, I pressed A to keep it. Whatever. I wanted to keep it there. We're going to try an inside run here. Would I ever do a Jets-like franchise? No, here's what I'll say. I do have an idea, bro, for a franchise stream this offseason. It will not be the Jets, though, but it will be a certain team in the AFC that starts with the J. Oh, sick. Roquan has his X factor. All right, we'll see if we get downs here. He has outside leverage. Nope. They're playing zone. Dude, I don't want to play this game anymore. Get me out of this game. Oh, my gosh, and we shanked the punt. Rigoberto Sanchez. Always think about the Paul Allen call when they're playing against the Vikings. And here's their punter. He's terrible. Goodness. Man.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The Jatriots, exactly. No, you got it, Games. The Jatriots. With Tom Jady. The Chiefs. The Jargers. The Jengles. Do a franchise over the offseason? Oh, yeah, I will. Don't you worry. Let's just say Shane Waldron fulfilled the prophecy. Oh, it's a screen. We're on that. We're on that.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
All right.
Third down and 13.
So clearly we need an EJ Speed pick 6. That's how we're going to win this game. Taking his sweet time again.
Jackson.
Oh, no. No. I thought he was going to keep going. Oh, I thought I had that for sure. He played me there. Man, I'm going to watch this back on my left. I thought I had that for sure. Oh, no, I just played that poorly. Look away for 1 second. How am I on defense again? The offense is struggling. We're trying our best. That's what I'll say. Ah. Now he's got Bateman. Yes! 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 Oh, my goodness. Oh, go! Go! Juke! Go! Yeah! 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 Let's go defense! Oh, we've got a crazy defense. Oh, I know this dude is ticked right now. I know this dude is livid. You know what? We're just going to run the ball for the rest of the quarter, wind out the clock, and win the game. Oh, I did not hit that hole cleanly. Might be better than Waldron. Some are saying. Some are saying I'm Brandon Staley with my defense. But we're just going to grind this sucker out here. Oh, we might actually have downs on the corner now. I don't know, though. I don't know. He has not run man like once this entire game. Yeah, we're just going to do this. There we go. You know what? We'll live with that. That'll set up third and manageable. A Jams fan. Spagnuolo during the Super Bowl. All right, let's see if we can get this first down. Please, please, please. Don't prove I'm right. Oh my gosh. We're going for it. I don't care. Wow. We're going to line up to go for it at least. How about that? We're going to line up to go for it. This is incredibly reckless. But also, if I kick it, then he can win with a touchdown pretty much. This is probably stupid. Designed run. All right, Sebastian made the call. We're going to do a quarterback draw. Crap. Crap on a stick. I should have just taken the points. Yeah. Golly. All right, defense. Do it again. We need a pick 6. Dude, I should be winning this game. Ah.
In case you were wondering, last scoreless tie in the
NFL.
NFL.
0-0. Vikings Raiders 2023 be like, bro, quit trying with the screens. You're not going to get them. Shoot, we can get the ball back again. We can certainly get the ball back again. We're going to run press here. Making Brandon Staley proud. Oh, I hope so. I hope he's proud of me.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh. Any opinions on the Hall of Fame inductees? Sterling Sharp was overdue. Also saw the Vikings got one in as well. Dude, I was so psyched that Jared Allen got it. Dude, I've rocked the Jared Allen jersey before. He's one of the guys I watched growing up. That was pretty sick. It was nice to see Sterling Sharp get in there as well. You know, injuries kind of cut his prime short, but in his prime, he was consistently one of the best wide receivers in the league. Brett Favre loved him. Yeah. I'm shocked Kuechly was not first ballot. I thought that was a pretty bad snub. I think Kuechly absolutely should have been first ballot. But other than that, I thought it was pretty good. I can't complain overall. But it took a while for Sterling to get in too. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I thought he caught that. I thought he caught that. Did you know that Dan Quinn's risk advisor used to work for Brandon Staley? I believe it, right? Hey, Brandon Staley's kind of a G. Oh, he's going to punt it. Let's go. We're going to get the last possession of the game. But yeah, Jared Allen, Hall of Famer. That is pretty cool. All right. Can we get like 2 first downs offense? Probably not. We're going to sit up straight for this one here. All right. Man, I don't even know. I don't like slants in this game, honestly. He's pressing me. He's like daring me to throw it deep, but he's got 2 safeties over the top. Oh! Yes! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Touchdown! This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to win, hopefully. Just need another stop. Did we score too quickly? But look at that. Don't test me. You know, I thought about it. I'm trusting my defense. Because here's the thing, right? He still has all 3 timeouts. I know for a fact if I go down, he's going to like somehow get a stop and still win the game, right? At this point, I've passed up points enough with going forward and all that stuff. No, I'm going to take the points here. I trust my defense here to get one final stop for us. Now watch, he's going to answer with a touchdown. But we could have gone down. I thought about it, but... Oh, yeah, I see that. I see that. I see that! Let's go. Let's go. Now we can just kill clock here. Oh! Oh! We made him quit. We made him quit. Let's go. All right. We'll do one more here. We'll use the Jags. We'll use the Jags as promised. Oh, it's still being processed. I'll take a swig of water. But oh yeah, look at the Gators going crazy. It's still processing. All right. We will use the Jaguars and try and get a win with them. Current alternate classic. Let's go, baby. All right. One more game here, and then we'll probably call it a night. But let's see if we can get a Jaguars victory. Let's go. People fired up right there. Shout out Michael Pittman. The defense coming up with the turnovers. Let's go, indeed. Hey, maybe I am a pro gamer. Oh, we're playing the Broncos. We're playing the Broncos. No crush out at McDonald's tonight. Maybe for the guy that quit. He's going to Burger King, I bet. I don't know. That doesn't even make sense. All right. Oh, he booted that thing. All right, here we go. Come on, Trevor. Bro, I swear, if Mac Jones runs out here, we're going to have a problem. Hold on. Hold on. It better be Trevor. Trevor still better not still be injured. Okay, thank goodness. Why does ETN have a superstar? All right. Oh, man. Oh, I could have hit that hole even better, honestly. We'll take that, though. All right, we're starting to lock in here a little bit. We're getting a little settled in. That first game was a warm-up. Here we go. We're starting to find our sea legs a little bit. Good little run to start. Oh, if I would have gone left, I could have maybe even got some more yards. You know what? We'll get meshy with it. Oh, okay. God, that was lucky. Dude, he was sitting on that. I thought for sure I was going to have that as soon as I let that ball go. He was sitting on that, though, all day. Imagine this back trying to learn from mistakes. Oh, yeah, the safety just ran the route for him. I thought, oh, he's blitzing? Let's go. This is going to be easy. Did not read the defense well. That's just bad quarterbacking. All right, let's see if we can get Brian involved. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Turn up field, baby. Let's go. All right, now we're locking in a little bit. Now we're starting to figure things out a little bit. Oh, yeah. We'll have ETN here on the inside. I could have cut that up a little bit better. I will say I'm not the best at running the ball in this game, honestly. I don't always hit the holes very well. Jaquoski Tart type of hands. Yeah. Oh, that's a great pull right there, honestly. Underrated, like, choke right there. Like, they really... Oh, speaking of 7 being special. Speaking of 7 being special. Oh! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the good place, baby. Let's go. Bang. Ooh, on his head. All right, defense. Here we go. Trayvon Walker time. Raiders legend Trayvon Walker. I suppose we're in Denver. That's why we're just kicking the nuts out of the ball. Oh, yeah. Hit him. Hit him. Oh, yeah. The gator emoji. All right. Let's see. What do we got cooked up here? Let's see Shane Waldron do that. Oh, we will. As soon as next season. Is that Chad Muma? First game of the season. Shane.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger
Look at that
play on the
horse.
ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door
right.
for a bigger gap in the
Oh,
future.
we're playing against Bo Nix, the legend himself.
Shotgun snap to Nix.
Golly, I got baited hard there. That's just on me. That's just bad coverage. Did I end up watching the Kadarius Toney doc? I actually did. Yes, I finally got around to the Kadarius Toney fan club. Big fan of it. You know what? Well, I say all that. There's something that happened recently that it's going to be even harder to be a fan of Kadarius Toney now. But yeah. That is kind of unfortunate. I was actually thinking about that today when I saw that he like got arrested for maybe strangling a woman. That is crazy. But I had no idea he was a quarterback for so long. I actually didn't know he played quarterback like that. No. God. Can't believe John found a way to make us all root for Kadarius, right? Dude, he just got that way. He'll just get you invested in the craziest stories. I really like that documentary about the Colts-Steelers playoff game where a plane crashed into the stands. I'm sure you've seen that one. That one's a good one. Cisco! Oh, that was almost a pick. Andre Cisco of Good Place fame. Oh, really? Oh, snap. I didn't even know that. Dude, he's hitting that concept over and over. He's getting a little, looks like he's getting Mims on a little trail there. He just baits me with the drag and then runs a trail behind it. That is pretty nice. I am falling for it every time. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I'm watching it back right now. That's exactly what it is. Slot trail. He's run that play twice now, and he's gotten me both times. All right. We're going to try something different here. Oh, yeah. Stay at home. All right, let's run something a little funky here.
Is the best athlete on the field.
I'm
starting to really feel like these DNs in today's NFL game. And when you watch one chase down a play like that for negative yards,
Adam Troutman.
my case and I'll stand on that opinion. You know, they really love that
Got Petrov. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what that is. What is getting Petrov'd? Do I dare blitz him here? That's a little scary. Yeah. This has been a long drive now for the Broncos. Dude, they better not go 2 for here.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Bails out of the pocket quick.
Good question for Pear Champ. Would you say that your ranking of Jalen Hurts on your QB list has changed after the Super Bowl? I had him in 19th place. Would I rank him higher? Still think the same? I would probably bump him up a few spots. I'll be honest, and I'm not trying to be like mean to Jalen Hurts, as if he cares or anything, right? It doesn't change how I view him a whole lot, but I'll bump him up a few spots. I was actually looking at that the other day. Like, yeah, I'd have him above like Brock Purdy. To be honest, I'd probably bump him up from like 19 to like 16 or 17. I still think, and again, like that might sound like crazy disrespectful or like super low, but I think it's just fair to consider like there's just a lot of really good quarterbacks. And if you're just like putting them in order, like by number, right? Like, yeah, that sounds low. That sounds like below average. But I think if you look at it a way, like he's like a B- quarterback, right? And as we've seen, you could absolutely win a Super Bowl with a B- quarterback. The same way you can win a Super Bowl with like B- tight ends, you know? I will say he did play pretty well in the Super Bowl. I've been hard on him before. He did have some nice throws in that Super Bowl. He rose to the occasion. But I won't be like, well, I think he's top 10 now, necessarily. Now, different people have different criteria, and, like, if you want to make that argument, like, I get it, but... Bro, it's slot trail again! I can't even get mad at him. Like, I just need to stop that stupid play. I hate slot trail. Oh, my gosh. All right, we're actually going to drop you back into coverage, Lloyd. We'll still send one blitzer, but... Oh, Bo Nix. Oh, he got it. I got boomed by slot trail, I think, 4 times on that drive. It was 3 or 4. It's a reference to the Stanislav Petrov video. It's John Boy's Lost Media. He's a guy who basically single-handedly stopped nuclear war from breaking out in the 80s, dude. I'm going to have to watch that tonight. That actually sounds crazy. I guess if it's Lost Media, I don't know if I can find it or not, but... All right, man. That drive took up like almost all the second quarter. We got the ball back now, though. This dangerous Jaguars offense, led by Shane Waldron and their superstar quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. Oh. Oh, don't tempt me like this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Turn up field. Oh, that's my dark horse offensive rookie of the year right there. I don't think he got out of bounds. We do have all 3 timeouts. No, we have 2 timeouts. That'll take some time off the clock, but that's okay. We'll hit Parker Washington here. No, we won't. Oh, man. Run, Trevor. Run, Trevor. Get in. Yeah! Oh, what an answer. All right, the offense is cooking a little bit. The defense leaves a lot to be desired, but the offense is cooking. Look at Trevor run. All the time in the world, just roll, roll, roll. Oh, now it feels like I'm doing a game stream. Bang. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we're good. We're good. Oh, man. Good answer. All right, we just cannot let ourselves get slot trailed to death. We have 27 seconds left. Oh. Sebastian saying there's a pretty good on him in like 2015 and it got taken down for copyright stuff, and the only surviving segments of the video are the intro and the outro. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, there's got to be like a link on like some shady corner of the internet I can find or something. Oh, that's a dangerous game to play. But Wolf saying, let me know when you're trying to run some Faz. I got your Xbox. Dude, I know. I got to shoot you a message on Discord sometime. I've been so bad about that. I did finally... Okay, I just got spin moved into oblivion there. I did finally download it now, though. I do have it on my Xbox, but I'll have to shoot you a message on Discord. Maybe in like the next week or something we can get that set up. Because I still have not played that game at all. I don't even fully know what to expect. It's like ghost hunting, right? Bro, we cannot let him do this. Hold up. Bro. Intro is here. Pearchamp says I would probably put Jalen Hurts as a top 7 quarterback, but I might be fantasy football wired. I get that though, right? And here's the thing, like I again, when I say all this, when I say like, oh, I have Jalen Hurts as like QB 17 or whatever, like that doesn't even necessarily mean like, oh, he's bad, you know? Like the same way that like the 19th best wide receiver in the NFL, like, you know, he's not bad. But I don't know. I still think a lot of it is like, yeah, like, and I know I get so annoying sometimes when I say just like, well, you have to consider the situation. And if so-and-so had this and that, you know, like, I get it can sound a little bit repetitive. But to me, like, that does really matter a lot, like, when looking at like how successful a quarterback is, right? Like on any given passing play, there's so much that goes into the success of the play. There's the play call, there's the protection from the offensive line, there's the receivers being able to win downfield, track the ball in the air, and like how good the quarterback manages the pocket, how they go through the reads, how good of a throw it is, right? So like, and that's true. There is only like, there's more receivers than quarterbacks. That's fair. But you know, there's just still some things like Hurts isn't, I don't know. I don't want this to be like a Jalen Hurts hate session. He's not like a crazy athlete. Like he's kind of fast, but he's not like, I don't know. He's not like blazing fast. He struggles to throw on the run a little bit. I think that's a big thing for me is like, he's a little stiff as an athlete compared to like Jaden Daniels or Lamar Jackson or even like Josh Allen. The fact that like when those guys are on the run, they are really good at like throwing and creating or running and creating to throw. Whereas like with Jalen, if you get him rolling out, he's probably going to either throw it away or like take a sack or something, you know, but I will say, here's one thing though. People call him like a tush push merchant, right? And like, oh, he gets carried, like, and his touchdown numbers get boosted because of that. I will say he does deserve a lot of credit for like how good the tush push is though. There's a lot of quarterbacks that would not be as good at that play as he is. Oh my gosh. Man. The passing team has to be playing versus Patrick Mahomes. People have been looking at that video for a long time, found nothing. Dude, whoever finds it's going to feel like a legendary archaeologist. I'm surprised John hasn't like put it on his Patreon. Doesn't he have a Patreon, right? That could like avoid the copyright, or maybe he doesn't have the video or something. Who knows? But I don't know how much you keep up with like the rest of Secret Base's escapades, but Kofi got laid off, which was crazy. I saw that yesterday. That shocked me. I like his videos a lot. But he's got like his own independent YouTube channel now, which is, oh, I thought he was going to throw it there. I was about ready to jump it. But he'll land on his feet. I say that like I know him, but you know, he makes good content. He's got his own independent ventures now. But because like Secret Base, which is owned by SB Nation, which is owned by Vox, also. These spin moves are just murdering me. They saved a spot to hire me. Oh, I wish, man. I would love to work there one day. That would honestly be so sick. That would be like one of my dream companies, you know. This might sound crazy. I would rather work at Secret Base than ESPN. Like, I'm being so for real. I honestly, genuinely would rather work there. I don't know. Or at least at a place like that, you know. Being able to do weird stuff. Is he trying the screen? He tried the screen, and is he going to roll out? Man. All right, our defense is getting cooked a little bit. Focus. Oh, my goodness. Okay. It's okay. You guys saw the lag there. That's the excuse. Oh, now he's going tempo. Is he going to snap it? Nope. I was going to jump it. ESPN just seems like a stressful, tense environment. Yeah, it really does. Like, I don't know. Like a lot of those traditional networks, and I say all that, if ESPN offered me a job, I'd be like, ooh, you know, but, you know, it's just, to me, it feels like that type of media is going, I don't want to say going away a little bit, but like, I don't know. I find it more appealing to work like on creative projects and stuff like this and not like doing 30-second TV hits and stuff like that, you know? Like I would much rather do Dr. Pigskin for the rest of my life than work up towards like being on First Take or, you know, something like that. Like, I don't know, just like spending like 2 minutes on a segment and then, okay, it's on to the next, you know? It's controlled by producers a little bit. There's certain topics you have to talk about. I like having freedom and control. I am a bit of a control freak when it comes to stuff like this. But to each their own, you know. I was surprised when like Ben Solak went to ESPN, to be honest with you. Oh! Oh! It's Brian Thomas Jr. again! He is unstoppable! He is unstoppable! Dude, he is going nuclear in this game. Oh my goodness. But no, it does. I mean, that's how you generate revenue, right, for the network, is like hot takes, right? Fox Sports has their hot take shows. ESPN has their hot take shows. That is the industry. That's not to say I don't have the occasional hot take, right? But it does feel like sometimes these hot take shows, like, they're generating takes just to have takes, you know? Stephen A. doesn't actually believe a lot of the stuff that he's saying. No, 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 no. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? What a game this has been. This has low-key been an incredible game. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh, that would have been crazy if I would have got the block. Golly. Oh, man. Hey, some of my preseason predictions were all right for hot takes. Some of them would have certainly generated revenue. Surely Brian can't do it again, can he? Oh, they've got a lot of defenders on the backside. We'll get a few yards on this play, though. No, we won't. Nah, don't worry. Whoever has the ball last is going to score, so we're just going to make sure that we have the ball last. 2010 Chargers. Special teams just killing them. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's a Dorktown production. Ah, we didn't get a whole lot there. Oh, boy. All right. This shock wide receiver option, crazy play in Madden. We'll see. Or not Madden, NCAA. Honestly, we might actually have Brian Thomas again. We're going to send Etienne on an out just to occupy the corner. We might have Brian Thomas again. We do. We got him. We got him! Oh, all right. Nah, we can't go down. It's too early to go down. He is going nuclear. He's got to have at least 200 yards. Oh, my goodness. Holy smokes. Bro, the safety. He must have, like, fat-fingered the switch to the safety there because he could have honestly had that. That was not a great ball by me. I needed to put that more out to the left. If I put it more out to the left, there wouldn't have even been any question. But, man. Whoo. Oh. Wolf says, when I make a take, I make sure no one else sees that it's popular, and I make sure it's actually possible. Oh, yeah. No, you gotta, you see, that's the thing, right? It's one thing to have a hot take if you actually believe it, right? But to be like, the Cowboys should get LeBron James. You know? Maybe they should. Maybe they should. Oh man, this guy is going to remember who Brian Thomas Jr. is. Oh, it's like explicit material for Game Solved. If we can hold on and win, yeah. We got to make sure that we can finish. Oh my gosh. Okay, these jukes are actually killing me. All right, low key, if the Broncos score on this next play, that's okay. Because we just need the ball last so we can feed Brian. Just get it to Brian Griffin at receiver. Oh, see, he knows. He's running now. All right, don't overthink it too much, though. Don't overthink it too much. Okay, this is a little risky playing cover one man here. Oh, we're on it. We're on it. We're on it. We're on it. Pairchamp says if the Rams beat the Eagles, they probably would have won the Super Bowl. Ooh, see, that's a spicy take right there. Wolf saying Rams definitely could have beaten the Eagles. They were right there. Oh, could you imagine? I think they would have beaten the Commanders. Rams versus Chiefs would have been crazy. I think it would have been possible. That defensive line would have probably done at least something similar to the Chiefs O-line that the Eagles did. I could have seen it, honestly. That is crazy. The Rams, honestly, you feel like they were out before the conference championship game the past 2 seasons now. But you feel like, man, like honestly, they had a Super Bowl ceiling both those years. Bo Nix, oh, we forced the fumble, but he's out of bounds. All right, this is a little scary now because they're starting to take some time off the clock here. Golly. Chargers had one game where they had this massive drive to end the game. Rivers threw a game-tying touchdown, and then they had the kick return touchdown given up. Oh, Chargers moment. All right, all right, all right. I'm sure they mentioned that in the Dorktown episode. It's been a while since I'd watched that one. All right, you know what? We're going to blitz him. He's had too much time back there. And we're just going to do this. This is risky, but... Oh, we're on it. We're on it. Oh. 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 All right. Come on, Chad Muma. Nah. Good. I'm glad you called timeout because honestly, I was thinking about calling timeout if the Broncos didn't call timeout there. All right. 2 more stops, boys. Yeah, boo me when I pump up the crowd. Golly, this underneath stuff. Oh, they called timeout again. See, if I'm the Broncos, I'm trying to take more time off the clock here. I'm in no rush to score necessarily. All right, we're going to run press man here. Too much underneath stuff. Make him earn it. Duh! Oh. Why is Bo Nix this mobile? Honestly, he can kind of move in real life. I honestly think that's one of his best qualities. He is kind of a mobile quarterback. He is a pretty good scrambler. Now, that being said, it's unacceptable when we allow it. But, you know. No. Out of bounds, surely? Oh my goodness. This is like an unintentional masterclass of killing off the rest of the clock. Because that's the thing, he keeps calling timeout. I don't think he's trying to take this long to score. We're just going to blitz him. We're either going to get a sack or let up a touchdown here. Bro, I dove with the wrong player. We got lucky. All right, defensive stand right here. Defensive stand right here. Come on. Come on. We're going to blitz him again. We're going to blitz him again. Game on the line. We're going to blitz him. Come on. Oh, no. 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 Oh, he got it. All right. Trevor's on the sideline, like, trying to have his Cam Newton moment. Here we go. Here we go. Feed Brian. Feed Brian. That's the game plan right here. That's all we got to do. Can we do this?
Here's Duvernay on the return.
All right, 26 seconds, 3 timeouts. We got the loading emoji going. Oh, this is plenty of time for this offense to strike. We're not just going for the field goal. We're going for the touchdown. Oh, I don't like this, though.
Especially a good one like this can set the offense up for success.
All right, we'll see if we can hit. Ah, they're playing pretty inside, though. They might be on the slant. Ah, that was bad. That was just bad. That was bad. Ah.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Back to the line they go. It's second
My
down.
goodness. Nah, slants has been killing me. I need to stop running it. Oh, man.
Another try following the sack.
Oh, come on. Inbounds. Gah! Oh. I should have thrown that a hair earlier. I had that. I honestly had that. I just needed to throw that earlier. Okay. Call me crazy, but we're going to have the corner again. Honestly, we're going to have him run it just a little bit deeper to get past that corner. Nope. Nope. I had A, but I got... No! See, that's such baloney! I hate this. Well, here we go. It comes down to this. It comes down to this. 11 seconds. It's 4th and 32. He's playing prevent. I get it. I get it. He's got everyone back. Because he knows that Brian Thomas Jr. down there somewhere. Oh, he almost had it. Can we force a fumble? Is he going to try and stat pad? Oh, whatever. I respect it. All right. Good game, Broncos. Can't win them all. Good game, Sean Payton. Gah! I can't believe I soiled a crazy game like that. How many yards did Brian have? Bro, you had 5 catches for 249 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's insane. But, all right, that's enough online head-to-head. Oh, man. All right, let's switch screens back here real quick. All right, so I think that's going to do it for me here tonight. That was nice to be back, though, right? It's a solid, 2 hours straight. We just hung out for a little bit, reviewed my season predictions. I played a little bit of Madden. I had some mixed results, but I had some fun. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I love the emojis, as always. I am going to sit down and see if I can come up with a nice little stream schedule, at least a tentative stream schedule for the off season. Try and be a little bit more organized. I'd let things get away from me a little bit here as the season wrapped up. But as you can see behind me, I've got some stuff going on right now, boxing stuff up, all that fun stuff. This will not be the final stream here in this room. We'll do something fun for the final Cleveland stream here, which will probably feature at the very least another trip to McDonald's, but maybe a few more things. But W stream, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys, as always. Take care. We got a wave emoji as well. And just so I'm aware, the pattern is printed and being assembled. Let's go. Let's go. Well, I tell you what, I think the Falcons are going to celebrate by going on the field. That's what I'll say. But yeah, man, I appreciate all of you guys. I'm about to embark on a new journey in my life, but it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. And I just appreciate you guys just hanging out, being a part of this ride. And yeah, it was nice to talk to you as well, Sebastian. I appreciate it. But you guys have a good night. I'm going to enjoy my first night of unemployment. I don't have work in the morning. I'm going to be big chilling. I'm going to be job searching and be responsible, obviously. But I'm going to enjoy this a little bit too. I'm going to enjoy this. But until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Y'all have a good night. It was good to be back. Let's get through the off season together. We got this.